Hey, what's up everyone, it's Matt. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We are actually in Japan and today we're going to talk about how to find a job in Japan. Let's go. Okay, let's put a bit of structure in this video, otherwise Michael at the other side of the world is looking to find a job in Japan and it's gonna be, oh my fucking god, another guy talking for 15 minutes without telling us what is gonna be in the video. So 3 things are gonna be in the video, right? So we're gonna talk about the working holiday visa. So which website you want to look at to find some jobs really quickly. The second one is the visa sponsorship, that you can get outside Japan, or you take the working holiday visa and you get it in Japan. But I know, for example, for the US, then you can only get a visa sponsorship. And the third thing is that which language you speak. If you only speak English, then you might only get a job, for example, in teaching or recruitment, or maybe in IT or engineering. But yeah, if you don't speak Japanese, it's going to be maybe a bit difficult to find a job in your field. And of course, if you speak Japanese fluently, then I don't think that should be a problem for you guys. You don't even need my video probably. Or maybe I can just put some website that you don't know and maybe you can find a job there. Yeah, so let's start. Okay, first thing, the working holiday visa. Then normally when you do all the steps, then you have enough money on the side to be able to cover all your expenses. I mean, all your expenses, a lot of expenses, and you're looking to find a job, part-time job. So the 2 websites which are the best probably to find a job really quickly is Craigslist and YOLO Japan. Yeah, YOLO Japan and Craigslist, that's like the 2 worst names ever, but they are 2 websites which are pretty good to find jobs. Well, Craigslist, we all know that it can be a lot of jobs offer which are super shitty, like come and lick my balls for 10 euros, then yeah, who gives a fuck, like you don't want to do that. And the other part of it is like the best part, which they have actually decent jobs offers. So what you need to look at is just to make sure they have an email address, a website, there's no grammatical mistakes or error, and go search their website on Google. And if you do find all this, then you apply for it. It's not that difficult, seriously. I found in 2 weeks I found my two jobs. That one, I work as an English teacher for a company, and I'm not even a native speaker, so I mean the English level of the Japanese is not that great, so you don't need to have a diploma in education to teach English. I mean, you need a diploma to work as a company. I mean, you need a university diploma for sure, but you don't need a education, specifically an education diploma or whatever. And the second job I found was for another company where I teach as a French teacher. So yeah, you can find a job very quickly. That's what I did. And please, when you search on Craigslist, do not send your resident card or any really valuable information, because then you're gonna get spammed, or they're gonna use your card for something else. So try to not do it. The second website is YOLO Japan. The YOLO Japan, it's really like the website. This one is mainly about working at a restaurant. So if you go to work at the izakaya or sushi restaurant, where you go to work for 1,000 yen an hour, which is like maybe $7 to $8, maybe $9, and yeah, it's purely part-time jobs to try to finance your travel or your expenses, Or you have other websites like Gaijin Pot or Jobs in Japan, but they don't have a lot of job offers compared to Craigslist and YOLO Japan. So you can look at those websites too, but I use them for visa sponsorship, which yeah, it's much better, I think. Also, what you can do if during your working holiday visa you just want to travel around and you just have a really quick part-time jobs all the time, is the conversation cafe. I think is the best job you can, not the best job in terms of money, but the best job in terms of meeting people, meeting Japanese people, meeting people from all over the world. You can make friends and maybe travel around Japan with them. And all you have to do is be at the cafe and talk to 2 to 7 people and just talk about anything in your own language. That's pretty much it. If you speak Spanish, French and English, then you even have more chances to teach, to have conversation with other people. And the pay is not that good because of 1,000 yen or 960 yen sometimes, which is not a lot, probably like $8. And they don't pay transportation, so that's kind of shit. But you don't need a diploma. So if you're really young, you want to travel, and you don't have a university diploma, then you can work at the cafe. And like I said, you can meet a lot of people, which is pretty nice, to be honest. So I'll put in the link in the description, I'll put 4 or 5 cafes that I know in Tokyo at least, where you can just send an email if they are interested about you teaching to some Japanese people. Then they will be happy to reply to you, and you can maybe find a jobs there. And it's really flexible, and it's pretty nice. And the other one is to be a model in Japan. Why model in Japan? Well, 2019 and 20 are coming, so you have the Rugby World Cup and the Olympics coming up. Therefore, a lot of modeling agencies will ask for foreigners. However, it is a part-time job as well, and you have quite a lot of foreigners that are applying for these jobs. So yeah, and it's not a modeling thing where you're on the red carpet, like walking like this and with your broom in your ass. It's not like that at all. You don't need to be the, I mean, you can be the ugliest motherfucker alive and you can work there. It's just for to appear in a Japanese movie, in a Japanese TV series, or what you can do, commercials. Maybe in recruitment. I mean, I did one job the last time. I had to walk in the park with some Japanese, just laugh around, and they pay you in cash. They pay you pretty well, actually. I did like an hour and a half or something, and they pay me almost like $100 just for an hour and a half. So when you got a job like this, then it's pretty good, to be honest. But you're not gonna get one every week, except if you're pretty good, then you will get one every week. Or maybe most of the jobs, it's mainly they're looking for girls most of the time. Like men, a bit less, but you can do it. But I will do another video another time about it, because I will explain to you the process and how to apply, because it's a pretty long video. Yeah, so now we go to number 2. Alright, number 2, the visa sponsorship. It's probably the toughest to get, but some countries, they cannot ask for the working holiday visa, so it's one of the only options. The main industry you go to work in is teaching, recruitment, maybe engineering in IT. Yeah, that's pretty much it, especially if you don't speak Japanese. Yeah, the best website to apply for sure, I think, is Gajinpot and Jobs in Japan. You go to the top search and you just how do you call it? You just type visa sponsorship, and they will give you a list of all the companies that do sponsor your visa. And otherwise, what you can do, that's for teaching and other jobs. But what you can do also, if you want to work in a recruitment, then you have Michael Page, Robert Walters, Offshore Partners, Highs. I'll put the links in the description where you can work in recruitment. Otherwise, if you don't want to work in recruitment, what you can do is send your resume to those companies, Michael Page, Robert Walters and stuff, because they're specialized in recruitment, and they can try to find a job for you. However, it's pretty competitive. You will need almost to be fluent in Japanese, and you will have a lot of interviews. You have a lot of rounds of interviews and stuff before they might give you a visa sponsorship. They might offer you a visa sponsorship. So that's pretty much it. Otherwise, you can apply for multinationals such as like Google or Apple, or if you have Bosch as well. What else do you have? yeah, you have. I mean, I'll put it in the description, but you have a lot of multinationals that maybe I don't think Nike, but you need to speak Japanese as well. But it's possible to get a visa sponsorship, but mainly in recruitment and teaching, you have more chances than maybe if you submit your CV then to those recruitment companies, they can find a job for you. But gauging pod jobs in Japan, you can see which company you can apply for. So that's it for this video. I hope you find it useful. You can put a thumbs up if you like it. You can follow me on social media. I'm present more often on Instagram, and also you can follow my blogs, the noobstextphotos.com. It's pretty recent and it's only in English, but yeah, you can follow that if you want to. I'll see you to another video in Japan. Peace.
Breathing for you.